Alright guys, you see this title. We are back with a comedian that we've never had on the channel before. This one is Theo Von. White privilege. As you can imagine, the title, raised a couple eyebrows for me. I don't know whether or not he's going to clown it, possibly justify it. We're just gonna have to see. I don't think I've ever seen any of Theo Von's work before, so let's take a look.
So I grew up in my neighborhood. We didn't have a lot of diversity in my neighborhood. Diversity is always people's talking about it, and we didn't have it. My neighborhood was poor black, poor white. That was our neighborhood. So I didn't feel any white privilege. I know some people had it, man. I knew some motherfuckers with sweaters. But I was 2 tank tops in the winter, okay? And I just didn't feel it, I wish I'd have had some white privilege, dude. Sign me up. But I didn't have it, man. It was just poor black kids, poor white kids, man. And my poor black friends would always be like, man, look what you did to us. And I'm like, dude, do you think I would do all that shit to y'all and then move right next door, bro?
Right. What sense does that make?
Are we gonna split this plum or not, dog?
Okay.
We're in this together, man.
Right.
It was hectic sometimes.
I bet.
Fighting with black kids is tough. I don't know if you ever fought a bunch of black dudes, but they win. They win, dude. Dude, I got jumped one time after a football game by 5 black dudes. I don't know if you ever fought 5 black dudes at night.
Oh, at night. You can't see them.
You can't see nothing.
Just imagine you're fighting 5 black dudes,
them.
right?
Yeah.
Now close your eyes.
Yeah.
Now how many black dudes are you fighting? As many as your imagination can hold.
Yes.
And white kids are horrible too, man. It was just in poverty. It's just that's what's going on, man. And if you're a black guy and you feel like that's racially insensitive, then imagine you're fighting 5 white dudes in a cloud.
Okay.
Like, damn, this cloud is aggressive and accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. This one was a much shorter skit than usual, but it was a great introduction to Theo Von's work.
Yes.
And off of 2 minutes, I'm amused. So I would love to see more of his work. I like the standpoint, because usually if we're going to talk about poverty, oftentimes a lot of black comedians will take up that theme, But I like the fact that he brought it up. Gave us a different perspective for sure, and it's not like some misery loves company sort of thing, but I do think that it definitely did a good job of highlighting the fact that not all white people had, everything under the sun, He said 2 tank tops in the winter.
That was cute.
It was, and I feel like in a way it kind of like, he was speaking to everyone, I would say. He also talked to black people as well, because he was saying that black people would tell him, look what you did to us and whatnot. And his response was simple, yet very accurate.
Accurate, yes.
He said something about how, do you think I would do all of this stuff only to move right next door?
Right.
I feel like he definitely hammered out a good point, because there are definitely times where, sure, it's appropriate that we're bringing certain things up from, past centuries. But there are indeed times to where black people probably do indeed bring up the past and whatnot, and then blame it on modern day white people, when it's like, you cannot blame modern day people for what happened centuries ago, and then especially nowadays, like before everybody had a certain way of thinking just about. There was maybe about 1%, if that many, that didn't. But now, that's completely not the case. So I think he, provided a nice perspective on the way we look at things. So I think on both sides of the spectrum.
Yes.
So this was a great skit.
Yes.
Definitely let us know if you would like any more Theo Vaughn comedy, and we will see what we can do. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're down there, and we will see y'all in our next one. Bye, guys.